I wanted to underscore a couple of things that I'm hearing from my colleagues, particularly those who serve on the committee and who have been working so closely with you and your department over the year and a half that this committee has been in place. First of all, I think we know that while the chief and this department, along with civil rights, reports directly to the mayor, unlike all of the other departments in the city, our constituents still expect the city council to be engaged in this work and hold us accountable to the results that are coming from the department. So I do think it is important that council members are able to voice our support along with our concern and questions about this department, along with all of the others in the city. We know that this budget coming up, along with the annual budgets, as well as the union contract, are important touch points that the council does have more influence over than the day-to-day policy of the department. Again, because the department reports to the mayor, we have a limited set of tools to use to directly influence the department, and our constituents expect us to use them. And I fully expect the council to therefore really dig into these two critical decision points that will be coming in front of the council. And some of them may be, specific to the language of a contract or specific to the budget, and some may be commitments that we're able to arrive to together. Again, in the context of those decision points on which we are able to vote. I think, we heard some questions about data and information. There's been a lot of discussion about that since the presentation at this committee last time. I know a number of us, I have requested a lot more context for the data that was presented, and we've received some. We're still waiting for more information, looking at trends over time, understanding what the numbers mean in the context of the total calls and of our city or other trends in our city. So I look forward to continuing to work with you to understand what those numbers really mean. One thing I want to highlight that hasn't been mentioned is that, as council members, we need that public safety as council members comes up in many different ways through many different departments. So we have an amazing city. We also have issues, and particularly issues that tend to impact our communities of color more greatly. So we have children living in homes where they're being poisoned by lead, and we don't have enough health inspectors or building inspectors to protect our children in this community from lead poisoning. We have a very large hole in our regulatory services department that oversees some of that work and needs in our health department as well. We have people dying in our streets during traffic crashes, and we are investing in street design to help mitigate that. I hope you're working with Public Works collaboratively. Our city attorney's office is critical to the domestic violence prevention that you've partnered on. Our health department and city attorney on violence prevention work that is showing such strong results. And part of why I have appreciated your leadership so much in the 6 years that we worked together is this collaborative approach you've taken. And this presentation was really focused on the department, but I wanted to give you the opportunity to talk about those partnerships with other departments within the city as well, because again, I think they are critical to us fully understanding how we're protecting this health and safety of our community. And I think that this doesn't really do service to all of that collaboration that's really happening.